Hey guys, it's Red Gorilla here again. I'm coming to you with another part 4 of The Walking Dead. I actually read so we actually can get it. Yeah, I read and pretty much I know now what's happening, and I'll walk you through what's happening in the book, and I'll compare it to the show. So if we remember, we left off with that picture of a crow eating a dead body for I guess no reason. So we're moving right along. I found out we actually have a lot more different characters in the book. Like, there's a little bit different, not too much, but there's a couple new ones, but at least I don't remember them. So right now we're just getting kind of introduced. They're target shooting, and they don't exactly tell you where they're target shooting until the end, like where I left off. I thought they were target shooting right by their camp, which I thought was pretty stupid. But they weren't. They were shooting a little bit of ways, but not too ways, like about like a mile away, which is probably not a smart idea if you remember what happens in the show. And pretty much they're just shooting, and which is kind of funny in the show. What's Andrea? That's her name. Andrea couldn't really shoot until Shane showed her how. But in the comic book, she can actually shoot pretty much the best out of everybody. Everyone's kind of struggling a little bit, but Andrea's just nailing them all, which I thought that was kind of cool. Also, what happened in the book was Carl was able to use a gun, and Lori did not approve of this, of course. So that's a little bit different. Carl goes and pretty much ends up going to go shoot, and he's excited. Lori's not exactly happy with this decision. So as you can see, that's what happens. And what is kind of cool is Carl actually hits the target. You can see Carl actually does hit the target, which is right here. Says pain, and which is, Rick is so shocked, and, probably everyone else is, and he's like, I'm so proud of you, dude, and he makes an announcement saying he's going to let Carl hold a gun, and, this is a big deal, because everyone's like, we don't want a 7-year-old thinking a gun's a toy, so he explains to everyone, if, he swings it around, or, whatever, thinks it's a toy, let me know, and I'll take it right away, and this is where Lori and him start fighting. And now they're going back to the camp. And when they get back, and honestly, they're shooting next to the city. If you can see this picture, let's get focused. You can see the city back there, and they're walking from they're into the city. So that was not a pretty smart idea. And pretty much everyone's going to ask us. I don't know why they're wasting ammo. Not still. Shot. I know people need to shoot, but it doesn't take that much skill when a zombie's pretty close. I mean, if you're shooting far, that's different. But they just start talking, and and now we flip the page, and now it's like I think a week or a couple weeks later, and it's now snowing. It's in the middle of winter, so that's also different. So now they're just chopping down wood, and Rick's saying we should move camp. I mean, it's too cold here, and we don't want to get sick or anything. And this is where Shane gets really mad at Rick for complaining about his campsite. And in the show, if we remember that, if they get swarmed by walkers, they get a lot of, I think a couple of them die, if you remember. So that's what happens in the show. Now, I don't know about the book. And pretty much they're gathering wood, and then after Shane walks off, Rick and Dale are just like shocked, like Rick just flipped out. So and then Dale at the end of this page just says that boy's got problems. And if you remember, Dale never did like Shane. So and now we're going to the campsite where they got a deer, and they're eating. And this is where you find out what everyone does. And if you remember, Dale was a salesman, and he was telling you how about his wife, how she never left the camp. She died, and he had to bury his own wife, which I felt that was kind of sad. And then if you remember, what's that girl? I keep forgetting her names. I just said it. What is her name? Andrea, or whatever her name is, Andrea, her sister, the one that we all know, and her sister was actually going to college, and Andrea was actually just a clerk, which she said she doesn't miss that job. And Glenn, again, as in the show, he's a pizza delivery, delivery, and these two other people that are new in the story. I don't really know the name. I don't remember. I should have read back. Sorry about that. But they're just a shoe salesman, and that one I think was I'm not sure. And then if you remember the mechanic dude in the show, it kind of looks like him. They did kind of a good job. He is a mechanic as last time in the show as well. And so far, of what we've read so far, is this actually has been going along quite good with the show. I mean, very, very little bit different, but you can keep along. I mean, they've been doing very good about keeping the book into the movie. I mean, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 so far because they have, you know, been following it exactly. I mean, again, these little changes like winter, they didn't have winter that I remember anyway. I mean, there's snowfall and everything. I don't remember that, so that's a little bit different. If I were to give it a 10 out of 10, it would be falling exactly perfect, but it's not perfect, but it's damn close, so, you know. Alright, we're going to move on here. They're just eating right now, camping and talking. Brick starts talking to Shane, saying, I'm sorry and all that, and if he ever got bitten, please take care of Carl, and Shane's like, yeah, whatever. And that's pretty much it. And then they're talking, and Sophia does not have a father, which I don't remember this, guys. I thought it was that complete dick guy, and apparently not. I mean, he's not in it, but Sophia's mother was talking about him, how his husband kind of like talked her into marrying her. She didn't really want to, but there's Sophia and talking about her. And now they're just sitting at a campfire, and this is where it gets interesting. It says, if you remember Andrea's sister or whatever her name is, I can never pronounce it right, or I always forget. It's just her name I struggle with. Her sister's got to go pee. And if you remember from the show, when she said she's got to go pee and goes in the RV to go pee, zombie swarm. Now, judging by the looks, this is where the zombies come, if they've been falling like they have been. And that's where I'm going to end it, on a little hanger, because this is the last line. It says, does anyone need anything while I'm going for napkins or anything? She's just asking what do they need while I'm in there. And that's where we're going to end it, because I believe when she comes out of that RV, zombies are going to attack her, because that's what happened in the show. So again, guys, I'm ending it here. Catch me next time. If you liked it, please give it a like. If you want to continue our series, subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you next time on the Walking Dead thing.